Dear Cheri, can you please explain to me how to use cannabis isolates in my cookie recipes? I know that cannabis works best with a fat like butter or oil, so would I add the isolate to the butter in the cookies before cooking with it? Or do I just add it like a powder and mix it in with my flour? I'm not sure what's the best way. Thank you. Well, that's a good question. And before I get to the answer, I just want to remind everybody, hit that YouTube subscribe button and notification bell because I try to upload new videos every Wednesday. And please do me a huge favor and hit that like button too if you get value out of my videos. Okay, so back to the question. You're making cookies and you want to use a cannabis isolate to medicate them. You really have a lot of choices here, and most anything would work. The most important factor is that you want to make sure that that isolate gets evenly mixed into your batter, because you don't want to have one cookie that's way stronger than another. So even mixture is what's important. So yes, if it's a powder, you could mix it in with the flour, and you're going to want to stir and stir and stir and stir so it's evenly distributed. If you have the option of melting it into a fat, like say your recipe says to melt that butter, that is how I would add it, because then you can really dissolve it in that fat, stir it around, get it evenly distributed, and then make your batter that way. But either method should work. It's just if it were me and there's a melted fat going into a recipe, then I would do it that way. If that's not as convenient, say that you are creaming a butter and sugar together, but you're using a harder butter, well, then I would probably mix it into the flour, because in that instance, it's going to be easier to evenly distribute it into the flour than it would be into a hard butter, unless you really whip it a lot. But if you're melting the butter or using an oil, then I would dissolve it in the fat in that case. So it's really just about how you can get it most evenly distributed in your recipe. That's most important when using an isolate, and a powdered isolate, or any kind of isolate for that matter. Hope this helps. See y'all next time, and eat your weed.